Welcome back, everybody. This is our final interview of the evening. Carol Clark, Los Alamos Daily Post, and we have the team that, for the first time, gave us results in a very high-tech way, which they'll explain. I'm going to introduce our county clerk, Sharon Stover, who will introduce her team.
Hi, I'm really honored to introduce, and everybody's tired. They've been here, we've all been here since before 6 o'clock this morning, so it's been nonstop day. Gloria Maestas is our election manager. Adriana Ortiz, who is behind the booth entering the data, is our senior deputy clerk. And of course, Jocelyn Warner was the extra set of eyes and welcoming the folks coming in from the vote center. She is our deputy clerk.
She was receiving from the messengers
The messengers, as well as then once the election officials, the judges got their sites shut down, their reports run, she was there to make sure everything was, all the materials that they had to, all the reports were in there.
Yes. So just tell the viewers, if you would, how you all came about this system and basically what it was all about.
So we got lucky. We borrowed the idea from Doña County. They use a similar system and had not even, I knew as a candidate, there had to be, when I was here, there had to be a better way. Everybody's always scurrying to see that tape that's light. You have 16 people trying to read the totals, and it's just really hard. So we had been brainstorming. So we had already kind of had this idea. And then Donna Anna said, yeah, we do that. So we knew it was doable. And it was really Leslie Buckland, who's with the CAO's office, who's very good at Excel, got with her, and also I am Leo Ortiz and Leah Frazier, and did some brainstorming and came up with this spreadsheet that Adriana was entering. So it was behind the scenes was the major spreadsheet, and then you saw the graphs. So, and you had to have colors, the graphs had to be non-political, so no red or blue, and, for the parties, and so, anyway, it was, I heard lots of positive about it, maybe some tweaks that we'll make, in terms of keeping the slides on longer was one, feedback. Some people like the bar, some people don't like the bar graph, but it was, for a first time, I think it was overall very, very well received.
And Gloria, as the Election Bureau Chief, for how many years?
Since 2005.
Since 2005. How did you feel, because you've done it the old-fashioned way all these years, and then did you feel that this seemed better to you? Or?
Sure, of course. We're always wanting to improve on how we get the results out there, and with the new clerk coming on board and just new ideas, fresh ideas, it's good.
Uh-huh. And Adriana, what do you think about this? I know I was here this afternoon and you were working away in the control center.
Yes. I think it was very exciting to get the results out in a nice, presentable, viewable for everyone. So,
Yeah, very much faster than before. And Jocelyn, you're relatively new to the clerk's office.
Yes, I am.
What did you think about this?
It was very exciting to see all the happenings behind the scenes, and everyone was very organized, so we all worked well together.
And the numbers came out very quickly. There was one little time where some numbers were.
So we
what
had,
was that?
so on the county council, we found there was an Excel error. It got Leslie on the phone, who is in Albuquerque, and also then Steve Lynn, who is our deputy county administrator. He fixed it. So everything jives with what Gloria was getting the computer card from the machines.
From
so
each of the voting centers.
Yes, each of the voting centers. So all of that jives. And you know what? This gal, today's her anniversary. 14 years? Mm-hmm. 14 years is her anniversary. This weekend, because it's, we had the early voting closed, so we're working here on Saturday all day. So she's been, I said to her, her husband's probably wondering what's going on, having to work on election day, but that's just the way, the nature of the business.
Well, since 2005, I guess he's used to it by now.
Right? Yes, he
And one
is.
thing we did different is we got to go around to all the vote centers today. We did that a couple of times just to check in, to see how it was. And Dwayne Smith, actually that format, because we switched from the golf course to there, worked out really well. And I think just that interaction with the poll workers, the election officials, was good also.
And I know the Daily Post made a stop at each of the voting centers, and there was a little line at every one that we went to.
But we do know from 2010 we're down. We're up higher on our numbers on our absentee and early, but our polling numbers, of course, it was not a presidential, so it was same primary. We're down.
Oh.
And what's the other data point, and we haven't sifted through all of it, we're up in our voter registration by 4%, but I don't know if that's more people going to decline to state or what party that is, but we're up overall
Okay.
in voter registration, but because this is only for major parties, we did have people go to the voting center and they would call, everybody was at, there are phones, they keep a log of how many calls, because everybody's calling with different questions, the public and then some of the election officials. So people would call to see, because they thought they were registered. Yeah, they're registered, but they're not registered in a major party, so they could not vote. So there was a little bit of frustration on a couple of the members of the public. We could look up their card.
They'll have to wait and vote in the general.
Correct.
And do you know overall how many votes there were for this primary, give or take?
Yeah,
You have it right there?
yeah.
2,000.
And I don't have my eyes on, you do.
2,888.
2,888. And that's down from the last primary.
It is.
Yeah, in fact, I've got that. Or maybe I took it upstairs. I wrote on that sheet. Is this it? Nope, it's upstairs, Carol, but we're down.
But we're
We're
down.
down. We're down like that, quite a bit. I'm gonna say like 800, 900. I have it upstairs.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you all very much. We really appreciate it. For those of us in the media, this was so much better than the old-fashioned way of trying to read those little tapes that are, very difficult. And so many people wanting to all see them, because there's candidates, there's supporters, community members, and then the press all trying to get in there. So this was really great, having it up on the screen like that. And so we really appreciate all your efforts on this.
Good, thanks, thank you.
Thank you.